with unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness. I have a new name. I'm really nervous and really excited because this past weekend so you guys all know that I am a huge Faith Naturals fan. Everything Faith Naturals, to like hair products, to soap, to pum wash, body wash, oils, candles, bracelets, anything and everything that she makes. I am a huge Faith Naturals fan. And she just created, Lord have mercy. Good rising, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I am Tayla Andre. Waking up with Tayla Andre has absolutely nothing to do with the time of day we link up, but about waking up your third eye with unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness. Today is a glorious day. I feel super connected today. Because we have an amazing conversation with my sisterin. For those who do not know, I am Kate Verden. I'm 50% Kate Verden, 50% Black. And I am excited because today we are speaking to an organization that is dedicated for Kate Verden American women. And so I am here to introduce Tamara. Good rising. Them eyebrows are amazing. Hey. We can shut off the volume on your computer. The volume, turn the volume down. 100% better. And so the Kriolas Professional Association is the first 501(c) dedicated to helping Kriolas and women of color broaden their knowledge and grow their network through resource sharing and programming. The mission is to bring together Kate Verden American Kate Verden women of diverse occupations and provide opportunities for them to help themselves and others grow personally and professionally through leadership, education, networking, and support. And so I'm really excited to be here with you today because, like I said earlier, I am Kate Verden. I am one of the ones where my family came over when, like, 2 generations ago. They went ahead, they bought land in Duxbury, they farmed that land, they built a house, and then they grew cranberries and sold them to Ocean Spray. And so we were there this past weekend. We are the Bulu Pina Fernandez Alves. And so we are from, we're from Fogle. So there might be a little connection there, but the language was only spoken when they were talking about money and when they were talking about adult things. And so when it came to my mother, she only knows commands, which I only know commands. I know when you're in trouble, that's what I know. So today is really, it's for the listeners, right? It's for those that are currently tuned in, but it's also really near and dear to me because I did not know that this network existed. And so how does one join the network?
Shout out to Bria for making connection for us. She was like, you have to talk to Tayla, you're gonna love her. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So TCA is, as you mentioned, the first 501(c) that's dedicated for converting women, discerning women, and women of color. And then our goal is to create this really awesome network and really support one another in whatever goals that we have. So we have a membership program. So we've been around for 2 years. We piloted our membership program for about a year, and just this year we launched it to all of our clients. So we are actually currently recruiting for members, women of color, converting American women, women from converting who really feel the need to be in the community and supportive people who understand a lot of those same struggles that we all experience regardless of our industry or regardless of what we're working on, but also be able to bring those exact different perspectives so that if I know, how to create a Google sheet and you know how to set up a radio show, we can help one another, and now we both know how to set up a Google sheet and a radio show, right? So that's the main idea, and visit our website, which is Kriolas, which is professionalassociation.org. People will be able to, right in the home screen, be able to join us as a council member. But we also do offer coffee. Awesome. If you go to, so this is all about our principles, what we really strive to do, which is connecting, network, improving, engaging skills to help us achieve whatever it is that we're looking to do. We don't, most professional associations are specific to an industry, right? So there'll be like a radio show, talk host, professional association, in my case, a higher ed professional association. But we really subscribe to the idea of bringing different perspectives and experiences so that we can collectively do whatever it is our definition is best. And then this is our leadership team. So click on the button and learn a little bit more about each of us and what we're doing and kind of what kind of projects we're working on for KPA. This is a nice way to meet me. Hopefully you read this and you're like, oh, I actually, want to, I connect with this service. I'm interested in that, so you can reach out to someone directly. Pretty proud to say that our leadership is formed of very diverse and insurance, we have healthcare, we have nonprofit, we have education, we have politics, there's a wide range of different experiences, and also our leadership is really diverse. We have a bit of everything in the market work, professional, and
I was about to ask whether there was a mentoring component.
So when we are a volunteer-based organization at the launch, we went right off the bat within the mentoring program. We wanted to do it all. Right now, unfortunately, our mentoring can happen very organically. We are in the process of applying for grants, so that we can actually have the funding for a more structured and formalized mentoring program and creating
Thank you for that. Thank you. So I was just looking, I read your bio, but I wanted to take a look at everyone else's bio as well. So founder and executive director, tell us a little bit how this, you said organically as far as mentorship is concerned. So I'm guessing that the leadership team also was organically built as well. Can you tell us a little bit about the co-founders and just the leadership team overall?
Although I had an amazing network, felt that I really wanted more people that looked like me or experienced some of the struggles that I've experienced. So I went online looking for a professional association for the Kate Verden community and couldn't find anything. So I called up Nicole. We've been friends for the longest time. And I said, why don't we have a professional association in our community? And she said, that's a great question. I said, cool, I'm going to get back to you with one. So I went on Instagram and posted these awful graphics of what our mission is and what we're trying to do. And from that post, Chantal and Linda called us up and said, I want to do that. So the four of us really got together and been developing the org for the past 2 years. Both Melanie and Mary started out as members for KPA and wanted to do a lot more and help the organization grow. So they joined as leadership members. Melanie, Kate Verden American, works in STEM. Only women, certainly only Kate Verden women are in her team. So when she saw the organization online, really felt that this was the community she was looking for. Mary has been involved for a while with the community. So when she saw KPA, thought this was another great opportunity to continue to give back. So that's pretty much how organically we've come about as a whole group.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So taking a look at the Instagram now, for those that are interested, it's KRIOLASPA. And so the post-pandemic thriving symposium, what was that about? And I saw that you guys had a real estate one. I am a real estate agent, and I saw Milton on there. He's absolutely amazing. I love him as a person and as an agent. So just talk a little bit about like some of the events that you guys have hosted, why they're important, and like how membership plays into events.
Absolutely. So all of our events are designed very thoughtfully with what our community and our audience tells us they want to learn about and what they want to know and what our members are looking for. And we try to stay also very up to date with what's going on for our community. So when we look at the Connecting Islands, this is a signature event for KPA, really meant to bring information forward and really help people connect. So our first one was in 2019, and the focus was networking and building your professional brand. So that can help you create a larger network, a better network, and also help you achieve whatever goals you're setting up. And this time around, with the pandemic, I came across this report from McKinsey where it talks about the effects of the workforce in the local, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic, and that's going to mean for communities that are marginalized, especially women of color, and really felt that we could do something about it. So this was us trying to do something about it. The whole goal is to give folks the information and the tools to be able to prepare to succeed post-pandemic, rather than waiting for the pandemic is still happening. So rather than waiting for what's done to really be active, we're trying to be proactive here. So we're bringing in career professionals to talk about, what are some of these changes that we expected to hit our community, and what are some things that we start to do or think about now. And then we're also bringing a lot of entrepreneurs and hustlers to talk about that as one route for economic mobility. Those 2016, which is unfortunately our biggest data about our community, only 1% of Kate Verden Americans were entrepreneurs. Certainly we know that a lot of folks are left out of that data poll, but we want to increase that number as it's such an important number for economic mobility. So we're really exploring entrepreneurship and hustling as part of that post-pandemic thriving. And then finally we have a financial well-being post-pandemic. How do you prepare for that? And what can you do now to really give you that financial well-being? For members, all of our events are free, so they attend those free of charge. And then for the largest audience, we always do our best to offer it at a very discounted rate, and supplementing the needs through grants, donations, and sponsorship.
What is the difference between an official partner and a KPA member?
So an official partner is a business or an organization who works really collaboratively with KPA to reach our mission. So we usually have a formal agreement with these partners. They offer their services or their knowledge to our members. We have a discount for our members, and we really work really closely. So as you can see, most of our actual official partners are going to be at the event on Sunday, and our members are that's our target audience, right? So as a member, you have access to all of the partners. You have access to a member-only space that we use and share job posting, information, articles, or also just fun stuff and needs, because that's also part of your professional and personal growth. So. Does that answer your question?
Of course, yes. What does it look like as far as membership cost is concerned for both an organization and for an individual?
So for a member, we have two types of membership. We have the affiliate level, which is about $9.99 a month. And this really gives you access to all of our signature events. We also have another big signature event, which is our Kriolas brunch that happens usually in March. This is really a space to celebrate Kate Verden women. Kate Verden Women Day is March 27th. So we really focus on celebrating all of our successes, bringing us together, and bringing our allies together to say thank you as well. Mm-hmm. So the affiliate level, you get access to all of KPA events. If we do have any other events other than our signature ones that are offered through partnerships with other organizations, and we've done that in the past, we offer those at a way discounted rate for our members. And then you have access to all of the discounts from our partnerships. And then discounted apparel and merchandise. And then the pro level is where the sisterhood in that community really comes through. This is, so you have all of the things that I just mentioned for the affiliate level, but you have access to that member-only community and networking opportunities that are specific for members, and also online training content to help you build your skills through courses that we offer in that membership only space. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And what is that for the what is the price point for that? And you said $99 per month?
$9.99 per month. Mm-hmm. Or you can pay for a full year at once, which would be $99.99. And then the pro level is $14.99 per month, or you can pay up to $149.99 per year. We've also worked to get sponsorships and donations to offer free memberships to folks who are super interested and need that extra financial support. So if folks are listening in or watching and want to join, please reach out to us, because we'll find a way to get you in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thank you for that. And so you saw a need and you filled a need because it didn't exist. What are some of the feedbacks that you've received from members that recently joined during pandemic or even pre-pandemic? What are some of the feedbacks that you guys have received?
In terms of our membership?
Mm-hmm. Like, as far as like community is concerned, as far as what they received and how this is filling for them, because there's 1,000,001 memberships for people to join, but this one, to be a Cape Verdean American woman, or a woman of color, what have you heard back, feedback from your membership?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is a lot more personal. It's dear to a lot of folks' heart. And we take that seriously. And, you know, I think the most amazing thing we've seen are really the relationships that have been built through that membership. A lot of folks are now really good friends. I've become really good friends with a lot of people in membership that now are call away that I work out with, or that you know, we sat down and figured out how to buy our first home together, or that I can send my resume to and say, hey, can you give me some feedback on this? A lot of members started their own businesses and launched their businesses online after joining KPA. A lot of members have also partnered in different things and done different things together. So we in you know 2 years, we already see a really supportive community. I think for the longest time, our members have been telling us that they felt that our community of Cape Verdean American women and Cape Verdean women was you know, talked to as not supportive and not really a sisterhood. So we're hoping to break that and really bring people together who want to support another woman, especially the same descendants and background, and really help one another grow and together start to show, and you know, the younger generation, the older generation, that we can actually accomplish a lot more together. And your shine is going to help me shine. And also make things easier for the younger generation. All of the resources that I didn't have access to, or the knowledge that I didn't have access to when I was, you know, moving to the U.S. or going to college, that's something that we can do about it. We have a member who just in her first year moving from Cape Verde got an internship through KPA, and that's, you know, we're proud of that. We have a member who moved from China after completing her studies and found a real community in KPA. We push her to, you know, do presentations and do things that are kind of outside of the comfort zone. So we're all about building that community, that support, and that network, and also just pushing one another to be better.
And so, you know, I selfishly want to know, in joining the membership, will I have help learning my language?
We do have a mix of Cape Verdean Americans who know commands or know bad words. I think that's another list of words that's known, right? And then we have members who, like me, you know, I grew up in Cape Verde until I was 18. So English is something that you would help me with, right? So we do have that community, and we try to actually address those identity differences and hope to do a lot more of that, so that we can talk about what is it like to grow up Cape Verdean American here, only knowing bad words, or growing up in Cape Verde and coming here without knowing English or anything in between, and really support one another. But every time we use a Kriola word in our space, we always include an English translation there. So that's one way that you can start to pick up words other than man.
Thank you for that. I would say, to sum it up for those who may not know, being called a fake Cape Verdean is like, yeah, that is, if you don't know the language, you might as well not even be Cape Verdean, because you not acknowledge in the community at all. And I would love if we could finally address that, because it doesn't take it out of my blood.
No, it does not. You know, even in leadership, we've had these conversations. You know, for instances, we have folks who grew up here their whole life, and then folks who grew up in Cape Verdean their whole life. And a lot of what we try to do is actually create spaces where we can have those conversations, call each other out on things that are just not right, and also help each other understand a different perspective, right? I would never know what it feels like for you to be called a fake Cape Verdean because you're not fluent in the language, because that's not my experience. But if I sit down with you in that safe space, in that open space, and we have that conversation, I feel like we're both going to walk away a lot more understanding. And, you know, me being able to support you. And next time I'm around somebody who's like, oh, I just been to speak Kriola, which means this person doesn't know how to speak Creole, I can call them out on that.
Well, thank you for that. I do appreciate you. So I might just need you by my side at all times. That's or just learn the language, and I'm okay with it. Like, I actually just signed up for the. First of all, I purchased the book that had 1,001 controversies behind it because it didn't represent all of the islands. It didn't represent all of the dialects, and so I did purchase the book. But it's kind of redundant to have a book when you don't understand like pronunciations or like baseline. And so my children and I signed up for the course that starts at the end of the month.
Right?
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm. And so I see recently there was the flashcards came out, and I was like, that's a really good idea. Still, we don't have the pronunciation, so where's the baseline of the knowledge? And so yes, I absolutely will be joining, and I will be advocating for my sisters and brothers to join as well, and really the whole family, because it is. So you made a point. I don't understand the experience because you grew up there. And I have to tell you, your English is absolutely perfect. And if you did not tell me, or if I did not read your bio, I would not have known that you didn't come here until 2012. You speak perfectly. And I hope to one day be able to speak the language. I don't even think I pronounced the words I do know correctly. So I thank you. I appreciate, again, selfishly, I appreciate this because I can see how it can be helpful to so many young men and women. And I know the program is specifically for women, but how does my brother fit into this?
Absolutely. So we're not apologetic about just really focusing on Kate Verden women, and we've gotten some feedback about that. And you know, I personally, for me, until we live in a place where there's equity, and we're both at the same starting point, then I'll feel some type of way about having women-only spaces. But we're not there yet, so I'm not sorry that we need that space. And we're continuing to push for that. We have actually a lot of brothers who made a really huge role for KPA in becoming partners. If you look at our partners list, a lot of them are actually our brothers. Events that we put together, and they support us through volunteering their time or volunteering donations or helping us get donations. And also learning for why is it that we actually need this space for women, and being allies in that journey for us. So we want all the brothers to come and talk to us.
Y'all ain't necessarily members, but yeah, you guys can be helpful.
We need you, yeah. Mm-hmm. And every time I've talked about KPA, I've always offered, I will in a heartbeat give our blueprint and all of the lessons that we've learned along the way. Who wants to start a space just for the brothers? I think that's also needed and important.
But not your charge. Someone else can take that on.
Charge? No, I'm unapologetically about women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what else about KPA should we know about? Should we be informed about? What role, if any, did you guys play in the festival? I know we really didn't have a festival this year. I think there was a cookout in Onset, but there wasn't, and I was there. I was trying to see where we was at. What role, if any, and how? I lived in Birmingham, Alabama, and went to college out there, and learned that there is a huge community in Georgia. And so Georgia actually has its own festival as well. And so Okay, you didn't know that. All right, so I was going to ask what role have you guys played in that space as well, but maybe that's, transition for the future. But what role, if any, as far as the festival here in Massachusetts?
So last year, this year, obviously, and last year, 2020, nothing happened because of COVID, and we really were launched in 2019. So we had about 1 year of in-person events, and then completely had to move everything to online because of COVID. So unfortunately, we haven't physically been present at a festival, but we've gathered the connections with the people that put the festival together so that we can build that network and hopefully be able to be in person at those spaces. I think of our role for the community a lot in terms of also bringing awareness. For instances, the event coming up on Sunday, really is about, hey, most people are going to have to they're going to see changes to their work, and a lot of people are going to have to actually completely change jobs and industries and need skills. So awareness is one of our biggest strides, and then information sharing. So let's create these spaces where we can address those things and not fall victim of these institutionalized problems that we all encounter. So I really urge people to come to our next event on Sunday. There's a lot of really great people coming in to share their information, and we'll have breakout rooms where everyone can kind of come together and share what they know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so we're currently on the website now for those that are visually watching, for those that are currently on radio or on your phone listening. The website is KRIOLASPA.org, and we're looking at the event tab on the website. And on the event tab, it's Connecting Islands Post-Pandemic Thriving Symposium, Sunday, September 12th from 11 a.m. to 2:15 p.m. And I'm trying to see if we can get this bigger because I can't read the fine print. Connecting Post-Pandemic Thriving, breakout rooms, information sharing, the future of workplace, entrepreneurship on one route to post-pandemic thriving, the panel discussion with KPA members and official partners, and financial well-being. General admission is $15. All of this information for $15, and this is via Zoom. Again, if you are trying to sign up, I absolutely am becoming a member today and paying for the year so I can get connected with my family, even though I'm quote unquote a fake one. And so I'm super excited. I'm glad that we had this conversation. I want to thank Bria so much for making the connection and bringing us together. Bria, you're absolutely amazing, and you already know that I love you, but I just wanted to say it out loud. Hearts, exactly. But also to all and any women of color that are looking for a safe space and a loving community. This seems like everything that we have been looking for. And as far as like my friends are concerned, having conversations of not being able to really have community that aren't always trying to turn up. And so this looks like what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'm not trying to go to the club.
but we get the work done.
Exactly. And so I'm super appreciative for the conversation today. If there's anything that we missed, please bring it to my attention. Let's talk about it.
You got it. I just want to say for other women of color, our focus really is Kriolas and Kate Verden women, but we know that the struggles that we go through and acceptance and fitting in and getting opportunities and getting access and a seat at the table are oftentimes very similar. So If we can help one another, then we'll succeed all together, and just honestly have a safe space to dish out on all of the stuff that we go through.
And then hopefully when we're able to meet in person, you will have some of the most amazing food on earth. And so not only are Kate Verden women the absolutely most gorgeous, that's not me talking, that's science. It's actually in a book they wrote about us. But we have the best food as well. And so I cannot wait for the in-person. But I'm not quite sure what I have going on this Sunday. I don't know if I can commit to the Sunday, but I would love to speak to you offline in order to begin like, how does one sign up for membership? What does that look like?
It takes less than 2 seconds. So when you go to our website and do, if you want to explore the 2 different levels and figure out what's best for you, and read some of our frequently asked and our quotes from previous members, you can do that on the Become a Member page. Once you pick, if you like the affiliate or the KPA Pro, there's a yellow button. So if you scroll down.
I'm trying to be selfish right now because I think I want to become a partner. Yeah, I think I want to become a partner. And I think it would be great for, I'm just going to throw that out there. If any of the businesses that are looking for any form of advertising, we have wonderful dollars to be spent over here on urban media in the city of Boston that reaches not only Metro Boston, but abroad as well. And so if there's anyone looking to advertise, we are super affordable as far as radio is concerned. And the station itself is a Caribbean-based station. And so it's primarily us to begin with. And so I'd like to throw that out there, and selfishly looking at what does partnership look like. But for those that are looking at membership, I will take my selfishness out of it, and we will strictly look at membership. As a member of KPA, you are part of the first 501(c) professional association in the Kate Verden community, Cabo Verdean community. In the U.S., KPA was officially launched in 2019 to help close the education and skills gap in Kate Verdean community through resource sharing, workshop, conferences, and seminars. To get started, select the membership that is best for you, whether it's the $99 a year, aka $9.99 a month, free entry to all KPA signature events, and discounted rate to all other KPA events. KPA members only special discounts with partnership businesses, discounted apparel and merchandise. And the apparel, the merch is dope. Like, it's the colors of the Cape Verdean flag. And it's the K being yellow, the P being blue, and the A being red for those that are audibly listening and not visually connected. And for the pro membership for women of color who want to grow their professional and personal network, develop skills, and be a part of a supportive community and sisterhood, membership is at $150 a year, $149, or $15 a month. Free entry to all of KPA signature events and discounted rate to access all other KPA events. KPA member only special discounts with partnerships and businesses, discounts on apparel and merchandise, access to exclusive online member community meetings and networking opportunities, exclusive online training and content, and support from members as you build your skills. And so, this is what I was looking for as far as like quotes. Being a member of KPA has given me the opportunity to meet professional women who look like me, and has allowed me to build a support system unlike any other. Not only do women with KPA serve as mentors, but I have been able to connect with a new network of individuals outside of academia. Not only does KPA care about my professional growth, but as a group, we have been able to uplift one another in support of personal goals and endeavors. Knowing that I have a network of Kriolas who want to support my growth has been pivotal pivotal for me as a college student, future professional, and a woman in all aspects of my life. I am thankful for having the opportunity to be a part of KPA community and build meaningful relationships that will last for years to come. And that is Samira Liana, UMass Amherst alumna and BS public health professional. And so as far as like the frequently asked questions, why should you join? Because it's a dope community that you've been looking for and have not found. How long is membership effective? Your membership is effective for a full year from the day you purchase membership. And so y'all understand that. That's simple. Who are the members? High school students and vocational students, college students, early and experienced career professionals from many different industries and professions, as well as entrepreneurs. It's not geared towards one genre. Like sometimes you're in academics, so everybody is a teacher, everyone's a professor, everyone works within the school system, or everyone works within like unionized. This is for women. Even though it's specifically for Cape Verdean American women, it is open to all women who consider themselves women of color. Do you have to be a Kriola to join? No, anyone who identifies as a woman of color should join KPA. While KPA was created for Cape Verdean women, we also are proud of our heritage, but we recognize that most women of color, regardless of the ethnicity, often experience similar occupational and economic disadvantages at the intersection of gender and race. Our collective success comes when we empower and support one another in our professional and personal journeys. KPA's goal is to create a safe space where all women of color can uplift each other. Can I cancel my membership? Yes, you can cancel your membership, and the cancellation policy depends on whether you are monthly or annually, and you don't want to cancel, so we're not even going to discuss that. Fair?
Thank you for that. We're definitely gonna need you to do this every single time.
I got you.
So, thank you.
And so one more time, tell them who you are, tell them the website, how can we get involved, inform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And then we will close out and pay some of these bills. And some of these bills soon enough will be some of the entrepreneur businesses that are with KPA advertising on Spark.
Love to actually get all of our partners that information, because I know for a fact, knowing them personally, that they're all going to love and want to know more. So let's make sure we connect on the side about that. But for everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm the founder of Kriolas Professional Association. Please visit our website at Kriolas, which is KRIOLAS, PA.org. Also want to encourage folks to download our success checklist. It's right in our home screen, and we've put that together for all people in all different journeys, whether you're a student in high school, college, whether you're in a vocational program, whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a career professional. We've put together a checklist to help you start to think about succeeding, and that's free for everyone and anyone. So please download that and take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And I'm working on sending you the email so you can have all the information that you need for advertising. And so I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to join community and learn all that there is to learn about my own language. And I would like to, again, selfishly throw out there that I too am a real estate agent that wrote a book called Finally Home, the step-by-step guide for people preparing for first-time home ownership. It's a book in English and Spanish. I know a lot of Cape Verdean Kriolas speak Spanish. And so for those that recently came here, that's absolutely a resource that they can tap into as well. And I'd love to speak to somebody who could translate so we can have it in maybe Portuguese, so it could be in a wider range. From what I understand, those coming from Kate Verden speak about 5 languages. You guys speak English, Spanish, Kriola, Portuguese, and maybe an Arabic or a French or Italian. Like, it's crazy. You guys come over here super intelligent, but then the school system's like, you're dumb, we're putting you a grade behind. It's insane.
That's a whole conversation for a whole other day. But I want to actually, just say, again, thank you so much. I actually need that book. Just became a homeowner, and landlord life is kicking my, you know what. So I need that for myself. And I know that a lot of other members are either just purchased their first home or are thinking about it. So love to be able to bring you in. Actually, tonight is our orientation, so you joining today, hopefully you can join us at 7:15 for our members only meeting. Get to meet people and start to build those connections. So for having us. I know this is just the first of many conversations.
It absolutely is, and I thank you for your time. I run on, my family calls it Bulu time, and so I have a meeting that ends at 7:45. So if I could just be on Bulu time, I will show up to orientation this evening.
Exactly. I right now I'm working and I'm doing that. So.
Go do what you have to do. We're gonna go ahead and pay bills. I am Tayla Andre. Waking up with Tayla Andre has absolutely nothing to do with the time of day we link up, but about waking up your third eye with unorthodox conversations leading to universal consciousness. Today was a dope conversation, and I know many of us, Black women, women of color, however you identify, have been looking for a safe space and a community that we could engage in and learn from. And I know y'all tired of all these nothing ass friends, and so you're looking for a whole new group. And here it is, an opportunity just presented itself for a very low fee. I know Pepper Lane is one of like the women communities, and they're like $750 a year. And so at $150 with people who actually look like you and speak the language, I don't mean the language, I just mean people who understand your background and where you come from, rather than paying 7 times as much for people who are just like, but I don't understand. This is beautiful, and I'm appreciative, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Tamara will be back. KPA will be back, and you will be hearing from many more of their members. And hopefully we can have another show and bring some members in and bring some affiliates in and just have a broader conversation about the organization as a whole. And so with that being said, love you, appreciate you, and hope you all have an amazing day. Want it? Yeah. Call me and I'm on it. Good rising, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I'm glad you guys didn't leave because I closed out like we were like closing out the whole show. So I'm glad you guys stayed and kept put. And so let me rewind a little bit. Prior to jumping into the interview, I told you all that I recently, okay, so as you know, I am a huge Faith Naturals everything. And Faith Naturals made spit, I would be like, yes, I want it. So everything she touches literally will alter your entire life. And so as far as like lotions and creams are concerned, top of the line, all natural, nothing that you cannot pronounce. As far as you guys know, like Summer's Eve, she makes a Summer's Eve that doesn't have 1,000,001 chemicals. It's called the Pum Pum Wash. It's actually like feminine treasures, but I was just like the Pum Pum Wash, and so it stuck, and now it's on the label. Yes, I had a pum pum in that. I had a hand in that. But she recently created, she does energy cleanses. And so Faith is open from Wednesday to Saturday. You can purchase all of the many products that she has in her store. And then on Sunday, she does energy cleanses. And on Sunday, this past Sunday, she created a brand new service called the Birthday Cleanse. And on this birthday cleanse, you literally get wiped clean of everything in your past. What it reminds me of is what's the girl's name? Drea, Draniana. I forgot her name, but she was just like, after a couple years, doesn't like your past clear off? And they were like, no, who you slept with is who you slept with. Like, it doesn't disappear. Your whole facts don't just clean off. Like, that's not the way it works. But it does. And so Faith Naturals literally, like, from Akashic Records to karma to anything and everything that you can, like, everything is clean and clear, and you are brand new. Today is your rebirth day. And how Christians say it when you get saved and you go for baptism. So it's like very similar to being baptized. And so I was spiritually baptized. It was absolutely an amazing feeling. I still feel like I'm floating. I feel weightless. Mind you, y'all know I'm thickums, but I feel weightless. I feel my heart is light. Everything is brighter. I see clearer. Discernment is a real thing. Wisdom, I feel like wisdom is on 1,000. And so it was absolutely amazing. And I got a name. I got renamed. So I have a spiritual name, and I'm really excited about my spiritual name and all of the amazingness that I feel. And so that's what happened this weekend. Baby Rain and I went to the beach on yesterday. So I don't take days off. Even on my day off, I still work in some capacity. Yesterday, I took the day off. The computer was off. My phone was off. Like I took the day off. It never happens. It happened yesterday. And even there was like little parts in Jamaica when I was in Jamaica that I was just like, let me just send this email real quick. Yesterday, nothing got done. Not a damn thing. And so I do feel like a little rejuvenated and realize that I need to take more time out. I do. I be feeling guilty when I take days off. I'm like, I did not reach goals. I am not where I want to be. I haven't accomplished what needs to be done. Like, what do you mean a day off, time out for what? What did you do to earn a time out? What did you do to earn a day off? But the truth of the matter is, if I don't take a time out, if I don't take a day off, it builds up, and I damn near explode, and everybody in the path can get it. And so I do need to like slow down a little bit, chill out a little bit, relax a little bit. And so really quickly, I just wanted to inform you of what's going on in the world, because there's a lot going on in the world, baby. But more importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to Danielle Hot Sauce Johnson. Rhythm, Spark FM Online presents Rhythm, a celebration of music, food, community, and fun at the Martini Memorial Show right here in Hyde Park on Truman Highway. Or Truman Parkway, I'm sorry. And this is on September 19th. And this will take, The other one, just let me do the thing. There it is. So this will take place from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And so please come out. We will have food. There will be gummies in the place. I won't tell you who had the gummies, but there will be a lot there. It'll be food. It'll be music. It'll be fun. And then, so old school R&B night. Where are my old heads at? And so Thursday, September 9th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Copley Square, 560 Boylston Street. I'm trying to put them in the hood, huh? 560 Boylston Street, downtown at Copley Square. The Dance the Night Away with R&B classics from the 60s, 70s, and 80s at the City of Boston's inaugural Old School R&B Night, presented by Mayor Kim Janey. Music will be provided by Maverick, recording artist and Boston Red Sox official DJ. The DJ Vice One show off your dance moves under the fun lights and disco ball at Copley Square. This event is produced by the Mayor's Office of Tourism, Sports, and Entertainment, aka Vote for Kim Janey. That's really what this event need to be for, because even though it's this is the rhythm of the night, old school type situation, I can absolutely guarantee that this is more of a candidacy. We just want to, pass out some pamphlets and make it known that we are running for mayor. And so maybe that's not what it is, but that's what it looked like. But old school R&B night, dance the night away. This is Thursday, September 9th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you ask Taylor Andre, they should have done it on a Friday night and ended it at midnight. That would have been a better dance the night away, literally. But who am I? The girls, them sugar. And so again, one more time, 9/19 from 1 to 6 p.m. Rhythm of the City. That is by Spark FM. It is free. Come out, bring the family. We will have everything from your grandma to your baby cousin. Everything in between. And on September 9th, 9/9 from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dance the Night Away to R&B classics from 60s, 70s, and 80s, put on by Mayor Kim Janey. And so a GOP frontrunner from California recalls the vote. Larry Elder claimed reparations are owed to slave owners who had their property stolen after the Civil War. So California gubernatorial candidate Larry Elder argued in favor of reparations for former slavers during a July interview with Candace Owens. He says slave owners had their legal property taken away from them at the end of the Civil War, and they lost significant amount of money. He said, you look at the amount of money adjusted for today's dollars, it's a great deal of money. He also noted that other countries compensated slave owners with substantial amount of money after they lost property following the abolition of slavery. And conservative radio host is also known for repeatedly denouncing the existence of systematic racism. And so first and foremost, I think you need to know that Larry Elder is, come on, drum roll, please, a black man. And so this black man is in favor of former slave owners receiving reparations. Larry, do you not know your history? Because they did get reparations, and to the tune of abundance, millions and billions of dollars were given to slave owners after the war because they lost so much money. So why, if you know a little bit of history, you don't even need to know all the history. If you only know a little bit of history, you know that slave owners already got their money. So what do you mean reparations need to be paid to the slave owners again? Sit your Uncle Ruckus ass all the way down. All the way down. All the way down. So he is a radio show personality, a radio personality. conservative talk radio host, an author, politician, and attorney who hosts the Larry Elder Show. He was born in 1952, and so he got a completely different mindset. Mind you, he was still around when Black people were Republicans, but ain't no Black Republican ever said that slave owners need to get reparations, except him. So he needed to take several seats. The Mu variant has been detected in every state except Nebraska. Scientists fear it is more transmittable than the Delta variant and could be vaccine resistant. The Mu variant had been detected in 49 U.S. states with an exception of Nebraska. Florida and California have reported more than 384 cases, the highest of all other states. Alaska previously had the highest number of cases with 146. 4% of the state's sample size. The new variant was warned to be more transmittable and vaccine resistant, according to the World Health Organization. The variant cases have been reportedly declining since mid-July, but still nonetheless exist. And so people are fearful of that. And what are the next steps? And are we going to get another boost? And will this boost be able to be mindful of the Mu variant? I was watching videos earlier today about what's going on in Australia. And so before, I don't want to say anything. Let's pay a couple bills. And when we come back, I want you to watch and listen to what this movie is about. And then after we watch the trailer to this movie, oh, damn, it's 103 and it's Tuesday. Damn, who's after me? Hold on, wait a second. I want to see if we can still do this because I really need you guys to be mindful. I didn't know that we went through all this damn time. That was fast. I miss you all already. Who's after me on Tuesdays? We might have some time. Okay, so I'm going to pay these bills. I'm going to find this really quickly, and we're going to do this as fast as possible. Movie trailer. Okay, I found it. Yo, if that movie don't give you chills, yo, the real COVID 39, like, yo, from the beginning of the trailer to the end, yo, So the reason that what makes that so insane is, do you know what the hell's going on in Australia right now? And I thought I knew what was going on in the world. Australia is on absolute effing lockdown, and they're on lockout. And so if you are not vaccinated, you can't participate in life. So right now in Australia, there is, I think they said like 250 people have died of COVID-19. How many millions of people? The population of Australia, the population of Australia is 25 million people. Out of 25 million Australians, only 250 people have died. Let me confirm that, because that was in a video that I watched and she was a doctor, but that doesn't, COVID Australia. Deaths, 1,000. 1,000 people in Australia have died out of 25 million people. They've had a total 64,000 cases in Australia since the beginning of the pandemic, a total of 1,053 deaths. Australia is still on lockdown. All the way on lockdown. After watching that trailer, does that make you feel any type of way? To me, it does. We are well over 10 minutes over the show time. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I ain't trying to scare the hell out of you. I just want you to know what the hell is going on in this world and for you to be absolutely prepared for what could come. And so when I say there are people telling us that we need to prepare as far as getting gallons of water is concerned, to make sure that you have enough food, rice, beans, making sure your deep freezer is full. If you live in the inner city, you are effed. If you live in the suburbs, you have a better chance of having a little bit of freedom, because we're going to continue to see different variants. We're going to continue to see different variants. Just like if we were to actually, like, what is the swine flu variant now? What is the flu variant today? What is that number? We're at like 684 at this point, as far as variants of flu. And that's why every flu season, the flu shot is different. If you live in Boston, Massachusetts, it is not advised that when you're in California for you to go into a Walgreens or a CVS and to get a flu shot, because the flu shot is designated towards your area because of like the different climate, the different people, the different variants are different. Remember in the beginning of the pandemic, Texas had its own variant because of all of the climate, the wind, like all of that. Texas had its own variant. And so I am getting off topic. We are now 12 minutes past the hour. I am well overdue. I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow. Everything Tayla Andre, TaylaAndre.com. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Mwah. This is my message to you. Ooh, ooh. That shit scared the hell out of me. That shit scared the hell out of me.